Hey guys, this is Jessica Light Art, aka the Earth Lady, and today you get to hear my rant. So, I've been doing a lot of research. Of course, I always do research. I do all kinds of stuff. And looking into things and thinking about things, analyzing the way that the world is and how everyone is, people all around us, not just here in the United States, but the different catastrophes and issues that are going on around the world. I believe it's Australia has bats. Africa has a bad locust problem. These are things that I believe that we should start taking a look at. I think that we need to definitely pay more attention. Pay attention to what's going on in the world, what's going on with everything around us. I have these inspirational empowerment groups and pages, and I'm growing things and learning to go green and live off of the land. And the more and more that I do this and the more research I do, the more I've found that it's just, I don't even know how to explain it. There was a lady at lunch today said that I'm in a fantasy world. And perhaps that might be, but it's also reality. We need to start to address what's going on with the world and start to be more caring, loving, giving. It seems to me that the world is in this huge so-called pissing contest, you want to call it, where everyone has to have the bigger or the better or the I'm better than you because I have more than you. I'm better than you because I make more money than you. I'm better than you because I look better, whatever. And that's not the way that I believe the world should be. And so today you get to hear me rant, something I don't do often. But, yes, go back to your basics. We all need to get back to the basics of caring, loving, giving, sharing. As a child, we were taught to share. Don't be greedy. And yet, as we look around at the world and society as we know it, it's either bullying or judgment or exactly that, greed. There was a guy that says, money is the root of all evil. Well, kind of, sort of. It's something that we all need in order to survive and purchase the things that we need and that we enjoy. But at the same time, the world is taking one hell of a twist. That, when you think about it, we don't get our eggs from the grocery store. They actually come from chickens. Our meat comes from animals. Our vegetables come from plants and the garden. Someone has a field or a garden that they're growing these plants, these fruits and vegetables for us to be able to eat. We go to the store, we purchase them. Okay, but in the long run, when what I believe is the end of the world, we'll call it, and you start paying attention to what's going on around us all over, not just in America, but in the entire world. We have catastrophic things happening everywhere. A lot of the different places that we're getting our foods from are having natural disasters, having bats, having overwhelming amounts of locusts eat their crop before they can even harvest it. Okay, and when you look at it in that way, reality tells me, okay, if we can't get our food from the grocery store, where are we going to get it? How are we going to survive? We have to go back to caring and sharing, teaching others what we know. That's sharing, that's caring, giving love. If you have an abundance of tomatoes, you don't let them sit on your counter and rot. You share them with your neighbor or your family or a friend that might need a tomato. Okay, and that's the whole point in what I'm doing. That's the entire message in what I'm doing as the Earth Lady. Teaching others how to survive off of the land, how to create and grow the things you need so you can save your money for the things that you have to buy that are necessities. I mean, when you get down to it, even lotions, shampoos, soaps, these are all things we can make with a couple of supplies. So why are we spending hundreds of dollars on a fancy shampoo or a fancy soap when we can take a little bit of money, make an abundance, and have it go a lot further? Okay? You know, I'm a cigarette smoker. My New Year's resolution is to slow down and stop smoking by the end of the year. It's a work in progress, but it's getting there. You know, there's a lot of things that I'm changing. A lot of the clients I work with, a lot of the people that I socialize with are doing the same. They're making goals, setting goals, making decisions on how they would like to better themselves, whether it be personal development in getting themselves back, and I am someone and I matter, and I am, I'm a productive member of society. Those are all great things. And Isaac just popped on. Hey, Isaac. And Isaac is one of my pals, and he's always asking, where's my chicken cam? I used to do chickens as the Earth Lady before we moved down here. We don't have chickens yet. It's another thing that's in the process. It's on the list of things to acquire and start to raise and grow again. So, but it's all comes down to the same thing, guys. It comes down to we are human becomings, bettering ourselves and those around us. In order to do that, we need to share love. We need to show love. We need to show support, understanding, and help each other. Not place judgment because you have an addiction or because you can't seem to budget your money or you don't match or you're broke and you can't buy a car. Those are all petty things. Those are all physical things. When you die, you cannot take any of those with you. While we're here on earth, yes, it would be great to utilize them. And those of us who have vehicles and things like that appreciate them greatly. If we don't, we're fools. Truly, I love my car. I am so glad that I have a car so I don't have to walk, because I'm kind of sort of a little bit on the lazy side and I don't like to walk. Now, I do walk and I do a lot of different things, but that's not the point here. The point is we have to be grateful for the things we have and share them. Help others. If you have a car and someone doesn't, help by giving them a ride. Take them to the store so that they can get the things that they need. Take them, go on a fun day. You and your neighbor go out to the park and have a picnic or something, depending on your weather. The other day it was warm and windy here. We could have all went and flown kites. It's enjoyment, it's bonding as a community, and it's something fun to do. You have to pay, you have to pay yourself some sort of gratefulness. Give yourself a break. Go do something you enjoy so that your life is worth living, so that the things that you're working so hard for are worth appreciating and enjoying. If you have an abundance of something, even if it's just forks, you've got 100 forks, and your neighbor doesn't have a fork to eat off of, give him one. Hell, if you got 100, give him a handful. It's not going to hurt you none. There are a lot of people, we've got a lot of places that are having landslides and stuff. People, I believe it's in Florida or somewhere, they're having really bad problems with losing their land, and a lot of people's oceanfront homes are washing all the way in the ocean. So they have nothing. Now, yes, it is a materialistic thing, and there are some things that you can redo. You lose your home, you rebuild a new one. There are some things you cannot replace. Memories, photographs. So you speak about those and you share your memories often with everyone that wants to listen. Take turns sharing all your memories. Oh, I remember when I was a kid. Well, so do I. We used to use a rope swing instead of a tire swing. When we were kids, we had lots of snow back home, so we made igloos. You know, I mean, share your experiences and your memories with others. One, it keeps them alive, you know, especially if it's a memory with someone you've lost. You know, you share those, and that helps keep those lost people alive in your heart and your soul, and keeps you thriving. But it also gives you strength and hope to know, hey, everything is going to be okay. I got an abundance here. Why don't I share with you? This world isn't made to be full of judgment, to be made of greed. We're here all to share and be grateful and support each other. So no matter how shitty your day might be, go out there and give someone a compliment. If you have an abundance of something, share with someone in need. You know, I was raised where you don't give the homeless money. But if you see someone that's hungry, you feed them. There's someone on the corner holding a sign, will work for food, or hungry, homeless and hungry. Then you take them to the nearest restaurant or grocery store and you buy them something that's feasible for them to eat then and there, not something they have to take home to cook because obviously they're homeless. That would be oxymoron move, you know. Do things that are intelligent, think about them, but go out of your way, help others. This world is not supposed to be as ugly and as greedy. I may live in a fantasy world, but when I die, I plan on leaving a legacy behind, teaching my children, my grandchildren, and anyone that's involved in my life and around me to be happy with what you have, to realize that you're very prosperous and you don't even realize it. You're successful by everything that you accomplish throughout your day. When you go to the grocery store and you make it back home, that's success. You've made it there and back, and with health, you know, happy and safe. You be grateful that you have these things. You know, my whole message is to share love and support and help others. And I hope that with this video and all that I am doing, I hope that you also will take the time to go out of your way and do the same. You know, lead with experience. Lead with showing someone it's okay. Lead with giving and caring. Pay it forward, because someday you just might need that help. Okay? Our life is fully on the pay it forward mobility, or whatever you want to call it. You know, we're totally on the pay it forward. You know, we help others because someday we might be that person in need. If you haven't already been in that shitty situation, if you haven't already been hungry or without clothing or food or whatever the case may, you may already have been in that situation. So you know how bad it is. If you see someone else in that situation, you don't leave them there. You reach out your hand and you help them up. You help them get on their feet. That's what the world is supposed to be about. That's what we're all supposed to be doing as beings. We're here in a human form to help each other. We're all humans. We're all still alive. And when it comes down to it, when there's no more food in the grocery stores for you to purchase, what are you going to do? How are you going to get the things that you need to survive? If you're not paying it forward, then it will never come back to you. So they say karma. It's all about karma. Karma is paying it forward, people. You give freely and don't worry about it, because sooner or later it will come back to you in abundance in due time. But don't lend your neighbor $20 expecting him to give you 40 tomorrow, because that's just not happening. If so, it's very unlikely, but it could happen. I mean, don't quote me on that. It could, but I doubt it. But that doesn't mean don't try. Go out there and try, and you keep trying, and you keep giving. because that's what we're supposed to do. Not be greedy and hoard everything and keep it to ourselves. We share it. Love each other, and the world will become a better place. Now I have a lot of things to do, and I'm quite way behind. I've had a lot going on lately. Very, very busy. So, with that being said, I thank you all for watching. I hope that you like my video. Share it with all of your friends. If you're interested in anything else that I have to share, I have a YouTube channel under the name Jessica Lightheart. I have Earth Lady things, growing things, Earth Lady's Adventures, and the Earth Lady Gone Green. Self-esteem and empowerment, we have Relentless Growth, the group, and the page. With that being said, I hope you all have a fantastic hump day, and we'll see you again soon. Ciao now.